First of all, I would like to say congratulations on receiving the Creating a Healthy School Environment grant from the Highmark Foundation, and thank you for attending this informational webinar. I would like to thank Highmark for their commitment to providing support and resources to empower schools to create healthy school environments. Just so you all know, the purpose of this phone call today is for me to provide you with the information that you need to have a successful program and increase your ability to receive funding again from the Highmark Foundation. Just a little introduction. My name is Elizabeth Hibner, and my email is listed there on your PowerPoint slide for you to reference. I work at the Penn State Hershey Pro Wellness Center, and I will be assisting you with your grant requirements. I'm here to help you make your program as successful as possible, and I'm very excited to be working with all of you, and I'm eager to provide assistance in any way that I can throughout this grant year. Just some logistics. All participants' phones and microphones have been muted to ensure that information shared can be heard clearly. This webinar is being recorded, and a link to the recording will be sent out at the end of September. The quick reference sheet is available in the handout section of your screen if you would like to access it during the webinar. If you have a question, the Raise Your Hand feature will be available during the question and answer session at the end of this webinar to let you verbally ask a question. And if you'd like to submit it, you can enter it into the question box anytime during the webinar. And you can see where you can access all of those three applications. A bit of information about the Pro Wellness Center. The Penn State Hershey Pro Wellness Center is committed to educating and inspiring youth and their families to become champions for bringing healthy choices to life. Our approach to prevention, research, and outreach provides schools, communities, and like-minded organizations with educational programs, collaborative partnerships, and access to proven wellness interventions. Our website also has many resources, including the opportunity to sign up to be a healthy champion. So please see the link provided for more information. The Pro Wellness Center has had a long relationship with the Highmark Foundation. So if you have any questions along the way, you can contact me. Also, we have a role in selecting grants. So it's important to follow the requirements this year so that you can hopefully receive another one in upcoming years from the Highmark Foundation. Today's agenda. The agenda for today includes expectations from the Highmark Foundation, your data collection, promotional information, and a question and answer time for us to answer any of your questions at the end. You may want to look at the quick reference sheet that was sent out as you listen to the information presented today. All right, let's talk about Highmark Foundation's expectations. So they ask that you implement your program as outlined in your application to Highmark. So you're awarded to do what you applied for, so it's very important that you follow through with your proposed plan. We also ask that you adhere to your stated goals and objectives. If you don't remember what they are, or even if you do, it may be beneficial for you to review them. Just look over them again to make sure that your program is staying on track. We also ask that you adhere to the publicity toolkit, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in this webinar. We ask that you report any program or financial changes to Dr. Christina Wilds from the Highmark Foundation, and you can see her contact information is listed right there in this slide. We also ask that you complete data collection as directed by me and the Pro Wellness Center. My job is to provide you with technical assistance through this grant year and help you accomplish these expectations. All right, let's talk more about data collection. So why? This is going to be very helpful for you as you see the success, it's going to be very helpful for you to see the success of your program. We will be able to give a report to the Highmark Foundation stating how many schools have implemented gardens or fitness assessments or different programs based off of that, and so it's very important that you complete this so that there is an excellent comprehensive report for the Highmark Foundation about all of your wonderful programs that you're implementing. What is it? I will be sending everyone an online baseline survey to complete before your program and a post-program survey at the end of the year. This is a part of your grant funding and is a requirement for this grant process. So if you complete this on time, you will actually have an easier time completing your final report, which will be due to the Highmark Foundation at the end of the year. So let's talk about the baseline survey. So do not begin your program until you complete this. The first few questions will be asking if you've received your check from the Highmark Foundation, and will confirm your contact information. Then you'll be prompted to answer questions about your program. So let's discuss what you need to do for this baseline survey. So when completing the survey, the questions please answer the questions based on your awarded program from Highmark. So for example, if you are James Madison Middle School and are awarded from Highmark to purchase fitness grams, you are only to answer the baseline survey questions based on your fitness gram programming. So if James Madison Middle School has also decided to implement a school garden, you are not to answer questions based on that program because this grant was not designed to support that work. So let me walk through this survey just to make it a little bit more clear. So on your slide, you can see a screenshot of the baseline survey that you'll be completing. So the first question reads, my awarded program intends to increase student use of fitness assessment. We would select agree because fitness gram increases student use of fitness assessment. So the second question then reads, my awarded program intends to install or expand a school garden. We would select disagree because we're not awarded from the Highmark Foundation to do this. So just to clarify, if your school happens to be implementing a school garden, you are not to answer questions based on that program because your awarded Highmark grant was not designed to support that work. So other questions may look like this, asking you which grades your program intends to reach, or just a couple other ones. So for this one, it's asking which grades does your program intend to reach. So we would select 7th and 8th grade because James Madison Middle School is implemented in 7th and 8th grade. You will click submit at the bottom of your screen, and you will have completed the baseline survey. So there will be about 3 more questions. There will be a little bit more than 3 more questions, but hopefully this gives you an idea of what the baseline survey looks like. So I hope this walkthrough was helpful and showed you how simple it is to complete. Just some last points to remember. Please remember to complete this before your program starts. If your program has already started, please complete it as soon as you receive it in the email with the link to complete it. And I will be sending you the link next week so that you can work on your baseline survey. And this is due October 30th. All right, so let's talk about the post-program survey. The post-program survey looks very similar to the baseline, but will be distributed in April. Once again, you will complete it based on your awarded program from Highmark. I will be sending you the link and more information in the spring, but you may want to mark your calendars because it is due May 31st, 2016. So completing these tools will provide you with the information that can be used in your final report to the Highmark Foundation. When you complete the post-program survey, you will automatically receive a report that will help you complete and think through your final report to the Highmark Foundation. All right, so let's discuss the final report. The final report due to Highmark will be a chance for you to talk about the success of your specific program. You will be able to share how the grant money was used and the impact that it had on the students. Completing the baseline and post-program data tools will help you to complete this final report. And it is due May 31st, so please mark your calendar for the final report. So here is just the first page of the final report instructions, just so you're familiar with what this document looks like, as it will be guiding you when you write your final report in the spring. All right, let's talk about promotion. We encourage you to promote your program through newsletters, announcements, local media, social media, any other means that you think would be beneficial. And this is very exciting that you've received a Highmark grant, so we really encourage you to promote it to your local community and your school to share just the great things that you're doing in your school for your students. So for a press release template, parent letter template, or promotional tips and program resources, please view the Creating a Healthy School Environment Publicity Toolkit. These will be very helpful for you as you go about promoting your program. And the link for this publicity toolkit is on your screen, and it can be accessed through the Highmark Foundation's website. If you plan to distribute anything to the media, please send it to Dr. Christina Wiles with at least 5 business days to review it. And then once you receive media coverage, please send the electronic copies of any media you receive to Christina Wiles. We also ask that you take a picture of the banner that you will receive from Highmark and send to Dr. Wiles. And just an important note with this banner picture, please be sure that if students are featured in the picture, that there are photo release forms completed for them at your school. Here are some examples of banner pictures from previous years. You can see the first picture shows stationary bikes and the banner hung above that, and the second school decided to hang their banner outside at their track. Once again, your picture of your banner hanging in your school should be sent to Christina Wiles at the Highmark Foundation. All right, just to recap some important information, the Pro Wellness Center will be assisting you with the baseline survey, technical assistance, and the post-program survey. And we can also help guide you with any other questions that you may have. The Highmark Foundation will be assisting you with your publicity needs and submissions, your banner picture, financial changes, program changes, and the final report. So once again, if you're not quite sure where your question falls, you can always reach out to me and I can answer your question and maybe help direct you if I'm not able to answer it. I also want to take this opportunity to provide resources for you that may be useful for your school to help your school become a healthier school environment. So the first link is to the Pro Wellness Center's page. This provides resources based on our acronym for Prevention, Research, and Outreach. On our website, we have created a Creating a Healthy School Environment webpage just for all of you, where you'll be able to find useful information about your grant duties during this school year. I also included a link to the Highmark Foundation's website for you to utilize, and this you'll be able to access useful information about grants, other resources, and the link to the publicity toolkit. Alrighty, so I think that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you for all of your questions. Once again, I just want to congratulate all of you for receiving the Creating a Healthy School Environment grant from the Highmark Foundation. Please don't hesitate to contact me throughout this grant year with any questions or concerns, and I would be happy to help you. Have a great rest of your day.